Okay, so let's talk about Bonk. Bonk was and is a complete fluke. Okay, just just before I open the video up, right? I just was a man. You can see it right here. You see this address here, man. It's moving so fast. W9TYKE, and there's another address. This is all computer generated volume, right? Like look at this, look at that, and yeah, the MEFEW. Look at that. How did one address buy? Look at that, the same amounts and varying amounts. 389.46, 389.46. Then they must have hit the wrong button. 38.94, 38.94, all at the exact same time. Okay. So again, fluke. This is manufactured, right? But there's a lesson in this. Let me tell you what I like about Bonk. Compared to some of the other ones that have blown up. Okay, you see here it came out. You had to know somebody to get in here, right? And then because it's connected to high profile people, they probably put out some tweets, some information, some email blasts. You don't know what, VC meetings, whatever, and it popped, right? And of course, they sold here. And then, literally, the next year almost, it did nothing. Okay. Um, but what I like about it is it gave average people an entry to get in. And that entry to get in would have been at any time where it went down. Here, 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 right? It gave you a chance to get in and stay in, right? And if you got in and stayed in, you made money. Just like that, okay? From all those areas that I was sharing with you, first of all, look how small they look here. Anywhere here, it's 100x to the top. Okay? But you probably would have missed it because you're getting bad information. Right? The information that I see on different social media platforms, and which I don't have any, but I'm just saying I monitor them and things like that, or even YouTube videos. What they tell you to do on crypto in general doesn't matter. Is you want to try to get in early and then get out early. That's what they say. Get in early, get out early. Right? And then you're done with it. And that's such a bad strategy. You really cannot make money like that unless you are an influencer. See, if you're an influencer and you're tied to influencer circles, then you know when this is being launched. In fact, before this is being launched. And the people that are making this are like, yeah, man, get ready. We're going to launch this. And perhaps because of the amount of followers you have or whatever, they might even send you some tokens so you can, shill it to other people on your channel that has a bunch of followers. Right? See, I don't get these type of opportunities because I don't have followers like that. I'm not part of the good old boys club still. Right? I have more money than all of them, but I'm not a part of this club. Right? And the reason why I have more money than them is not because I started with more. I started with less, but yet I have more. What is that called? That's called a clue. And the reason why I have more and how you can have more is if you do what I do, which is try to find things that are on the low, and then you be patient. And that's it. Right? Um, so that's what I like about Bonk. Now, outside of that, I don't like anything. This is Sam Bankman Fried making money twice. And this is gonna dump like there's no tomorrow. Okay, like, so if you're in this, as I said before, you need to get out. I'll do a separate follow up video on all the Sam Bankman Fried tokens that I talked about. They're already dumping, right? But the lesson in this is to, you know, get in something. If you're gonna get in a meme coin, you don't get in and sell 2 weeks later, a month later. You stay in there. Let me show you uh, a couple more. Okay, this one was tougher because it didn't take that long. This started in January, right? February. Now some people have got out already, right? If this thing isn't pumping in a couple weeks, like, other meme coins, they're not staying for 3 months, so they still missed. So this is still a patience story, even for those, but it happened much faster, right? And so what happened? Elon did something, and then it ran up. And I mean, when I say this thing ran up, it ran up. It has not got anywhere near these all-time highs ever again. So this one was a little bit tougher. So everybody that's been chasing it here, right? They haven't made any money. The only people that have made money are the ones that got in a few months ago. Okay? Another one, right? I like this one for the same reason. It gave people a chance to get in. Okay, it came out. There's hype when it comes out, of course. And then literally there's nothing. And like I showed you guys in one of the previous videos, there's like $30 in volume on some of these days. Even today, right? This is Shiba now. This is Shiba. This is like one of the top meme coins out there, right? One of the top communities. And on chain, there's 100,000 in volume today. I really cannot believe that. There's 100,000 in volume today. This is Shiba. Okay? But there's millions in volume on these exchanges, which is called a clue. Most people aren't going to buy until it's on an exchange, which means rule number one, if you are able to buy something before it hits an exchange, you're going to make money. if there was one rule to follow, it's buy something before it hits an exchange. Right? But look how long this took. This launched August 2020, and here we are. September, nothing. October, nothing. Oh, man, when is it going to move, man? When is it going to go up? December, nothing. Right? January, nothing. Right? And we get to February, and all of a sudden there's this spike. I don't know what happened here. I don't know if Elon first said something here or something happened here. As soon as it go up, people sell, right? Because they're not thinking long term, and it goes down again. February, but this time there's more attention, and then look at what we thought was big moves. This is what look at February and March from this angle. Now look at February and March now. Look at that. Okay? This is you can't even see it. The patient was rewarded. They were rewarded. It wasn't a get in, get out. If you got in and got out, you missed everything. Right? So now if we go over here, you have people here that, oh man, there's not much happening. Oh man, when is it gonna move? Look at the volume today. The volume on 100 is $1,100. Okay, that's nothing. But you see, Sheba is 99,000 now. 99,000. Okay, and they're at 10 billion. What's 1% of 10 billion? Let me see. 10 billion, a billion, 100 million. Okay, 1% of Sheba is 100 million. So if 100 so far today is done 1% of the volume, if you extrapolate that, when it gets on an exchange, it could go to 100 million. We're at 9.4. Okay. Now, when is that going to happen? Well, we don't know. We don't know. And that's, you don't know that with any meme coin. What we know is 100 does stuff that other coins don't do. So it gives it that advantage. You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe it's going to take Elon saying keep it 100 for this to go up. Maybe like we don't know, but that kind of stuff can't happen. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope it's nothing fluky like that. But if it does, you position yourself to, be in that and not worry about the ups and downs. And this is the struggle that people have. When 100 was just going up, when it was just printing, right? People were just getting in because it was just going straight up, right? It was just going straight up, right? And, soon as there's a bit of a, what people say, retrace, I don't believe in that. There's no retrace. It's just, a few people sold for whatever reason. There have been sales the whole time. But somebody sold, okay, then all of a sudden, this is what people are looking at now. Oh, well, it's chart. Okay, if you were looking at charts back here, guess what? You missed that too. If you're looking at this, it's like, oh no, well, oh well, let me go try to find the next thing. And that's the issue with this. Right? The issue with this is, even if you're able to find something, right? Let's say you got lucky and you got in this, right? Your whole MO now is to find this again, because that's the only thing that you know. So you're constantly looking and searching because this is your whole crypto journey right here. Hey, I got in this and it went up and I made a bunch. So now everything else that I do, it has to be that. It can't be anything else. And too many times what happens is I don't have another. Yeah, there we can do that. How this still has volume is beyond me. This cannot be real. Um, Too many times what happens is this right here, right? Because again, you're not, unless you're connected to these people, you're not getting in at the bottom. You're getting in on the hype. And so now you've taken all your gains that you made for the other thing and you're putting it here, and now that's all gone. Right? That's all gone. But allegedly there's still, I don't know if this is bots or whatever. I would have to look. But again, same lesson. If you got down in here, whatever is going on right now, there's activity going on. So still, you made more money rather than chasing the chart, rather than chasing the hype, right? There's one thing about chasing the chart when it's fundamental. 100 is fundamental. There's never been any hype for 100 ever. Everything that it's accomplished has been fundamental. This was hype because this guy is, some millionaire. That was the whole thing. Hey, the whole spiel on this token was, hey, this guy got a lot of money, and they posted a wallet, and the wallet had like 20 million or something. Like, hey, he's got a lot of money. Let's buy his token. I'm like, what? Yeah, that's it. He's got a lot, so let's invest. Okay. And then what happened? Nothing. Right? But when the hype goes away, if you're gonna meme coin, if you're gonna go into these type of things, you go in, you stay in, and then you monitor it and you let it do its thing. Everybody that did that for now is up. Now, what's gonna happen after this? I don't know. Again, there's no that I know of. There's no utility behind this, right? So these are the reasons why you will probably miss the next bonk, because all across the internet you're getting the worst advice possible. Like just apply your advice to anything else. Apply it to a house. Right? You get in, you're in for a few days, you sell the house, you're out. Because your neighbor, has a dog that you don't like. Right? Or apply it to, a relationship. You go out on a date, it was really nice. You have a nice date and you like, you know what? I'm out. This is too nice. I'm up. I'm up on the date. I'm out. Let me try to find another date just like this. Rather than staying with the person through the good times and the bad times. Right? It's everything. That's what life is. And so things tend to mimic real experiences. And sometimes you're gonna stay with stuff and nothing's gonna happen. But at least you're gonna give yourself that chance. You see what I'm saying? Right? There's I wonder if this is on here. I got this token for free. Let me go back here. Yeah. I got this token for free. Got it for free. I got it as like, I was staking something else and I got this. And I just want to show you. Now, and I made money on this now. Don't get it twisted. I made money on this. Okay, I want to go back here and show you where it was. Okay, I don't know if this was a Binance launch pad or maybe that's what it was. But I mean, this was low. See, if I had said it, y'all wasn't gonna believe me. And so that's why I waited. You see this? I literally got this. I got this at 40 cents. See, y'all wasn't gonna believe me. That's why I went back. That's why I don't say much. I got this at 40 cents. I got it for free. I had, I think, BNB or something. And you stake BNB, and I got this for free. And I got a bunch of it. And I knew to hold it. And so I held it. And I want to say, I think I sold at $6 or $7 or something. Now, that's 10x, buddy. Come on now. Right? Something you got for free. And I researched it. And at the time, it wasn't really anything going on. Right? But CZ was high on it. I do know that. That's why they did a launch pad. I'm like, yeah, I see you, CZ, but And at this time, it was other stuff going on. Keep it real. Right? And the other stuff at this time was doing way more than this. So I sold it, right? And eventually this went down, right? And when most things go down, people stop paying attention. Look, goes back to $4, right? And it goes down to $2. See what I'm saying? But when you get into things, $1.20, wow. Are we gonna hit $1? Is it gonna hit $1? $1.20 there. I'm sure on some of these days. Yep, this day hit 97 cents. Wow. Now, if I was paying attention, I wasn't, I probably would have bought. But I was focused on something else. Right? So what happened? Now you see the price now. $33. And now they have a use case. They have a use case now. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. You have to give things time. And like I said, what was that? June 2022? And here we are the next year. Come on now. What do you have to do? If you're investing money that you can afford to lose, you're not investing your mortgage or rent. Like literally just go sit down, just go, don't do anything. Don't do nothing. Just, hey, I'm making these investments. You got to be thinking years, right? If I went and I got in at any point, even me getting it for free, if my mentality was years, I would have made more than I did. That's the difference between a 10x and almost 100x. If this hits $40, this would have been my next 40x. And what would I have to do to earn that? Somebody tell me. Nothing. Just let people work. If CZ is high about it, okay, I'm going to trust CZ. Is everything going to work out? No. But give yourself time. So that's the message from Bonk. I didn't even plan this, y'all. I just did this spur of the moment. I just like, you know what? Let me give up another example. But that is the message that I try to share. That's how I got myself out of the hood. A lot of you guys are taking advice from people who have not been where I've been. They've always had some money. They've always had a job. Right? They've always had a family to lean back on. Something. Right? They knew if their business failed, they could get 20 grand from dad or 30 grand from grandma or, something. There are people who actually get an attitude with their family because they don't support their third business. They'll actually get an attitude. We don't have that. We got to have family prayer for the ask for $500. And if an angel don't come down in the midst of the room and say, get this man $500, it's not going to happen. I remember when I was trying to get a house, we were short some money. I don't remember what the amount was, but we were short. Like we had the opportunity to get the house. Like we had to work hard just to get there. And we just needed some money. It wasn't a lot. I don't know how much it was. Right? And the money was in the room. It might have been $2,000 or something like that. Not like we would never ask for like 10 or 15 grand. And it was like 2 or 3 grand. The money was in the room. And I had to sit in a chair around Thanksgiving or Christmas or something like that and beg people for money. And do you know somebody in the room had the nerve to bring up something that happened years ago when I was like 12 or something? Something stupid like that. I don't remember exactly what it was because I blocked it out of my mind. But that's literally what happened. Something I did, like, you know, I turned on the TV without asking, or I might have used somebody's cologne, a couple of times when they told me to stop. You know, I was pulling the chicks back in the day, so I had to always smell good. I couldn't afford that stuff, right? So I had to be smelling good going to school. So yeah, I used my uncle's cologne. I sure did. You gonna hold that against me? it's 10 years later. That's where I come from. Don't ask me for nothing. In fact, members of my family would get an attitude. Tell me if this resonates. The one person in my family that would help me was my grandmother. People in my family would get an attitude with my grandmother for helping me. That's where I come from. So, and now I'm not in that place. And how did I do that? I did that by eventually figuring out, learning how to be still. Interestingly enough, it was at my grandmother's funeral. Ain't that something? It was at my grandmother's funeral where this man that I had not talked to in years, said, you need to learn to be still. He didn't even know what he was talking about. This man has never traded. I don't even think the man owns a computer. He don't have education, anything. I told this story before. But that's what it took for me. So people ask me, BSG, why do you do this stuff? And so I'm trying to help people. And all the examples are there. Like this is a tough one, y'all. This is a long time, and it went a lot of up, and it went a lot of down. We're talking about 40 cents to up to $16. Most people not gonna hold. Most people cashing out here, and that's okay. That's fine. But what you can't do is take your eye off the ball. So you watch and watch and watch and watch. You see this thing this low, it's like, okay, all right. I've missed out several opportunities to do this. But you know what doesn't work? Getting in quick and getting out quick. Right? If I can go back here, there were people, the reason why you see this 40 cents, you don't see a price unless somebody did something at that price. So the reason why you see 40 cents is because somebody sold at 40 cents. Somebody sold at 50. It just came out. It just came out. And they're selling, oh yeah, this is done. Oh, 20, 30%, this is done. Oh, I made 100%, this is done. No patience. It's literally been not even a month. Right? So this is the lesson. This is why you're gonna miss the next bonk. This is why you're gonna miss the next injective. Right? And this is why a lot of you aren't in here, because you're looking at charts and activity. This is the time for you to be jumping in on something like this. It's on the down, it's on the low, right? And a lot of people thinking, oh, ain't nothing gonna happen. And I can tell you, 100 has a lot more going on than injective. I think injective is cool. I've just learned about some of their stuff recently. It has a chance to do some great things, right? But that wasn't available back here. You had to be patient. So that is the lesson, guys. Even with a crap coin like Bonk, even with utter crap like Bonk, if you just be patient, even this can make you money. It's your boy BSG. I'ma holler at y'all in the next video.